Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Bretonnia playthrough. The last days of my Bretonnia playthrough, because as I said, I'm going back to my original goal of getting Bretonnia and Estelia, and we have just started our push into Estelia here, and we've taken Bilbali. We are potentially ready to bring down more forces if needs be, and we've got a defensive force up in the north because we are at war with the Norskans at the moment. Anyway, let's do engineer. I thought it was a plague engineer then for a minute. Anyway, let's jump straight back in then. I'm not giving them a Pegasus because I'm waiting straight for that for Nathaniel, but he can get a questing bow. Nobody's going to need it. More farms. The one thing I do find with the Bretonnians is they do tend to lack income. I find their income very hard to get going, and they never seem to do as well as some of the other factions income wise, which is rather annoying actually, but it's the way of the world. I am at war with the Vampire Coast as well because they were allied with the Skaven, but to get to me isn't easy. I've got a reasonable defensive force here, and obviously they've got to fight with, I say that, Lord Yesh may be about to get a test of how well we fight against the vampire pirates. So we've got peace with the other vampire factions at the moment. For the moment, well, for Von Carsteins, we did have a skirmish here which didn't go well, but it went well enough that we could force a peace treaty. The Empire is having to fend for itself for now. What's interesting, I want to look at that because we do have the mod on which makes certain buildings appear around, which I can't really see. So yeah, it's just some Bretonnian. No, doesn't really seem to do much with this one. No, I can tell, but it does apparently make them all look a little bit more, though it probably is easier to tell with certain places than others.
Champion of the Lady, King Lewin Leoncoeur.
I want to be careful because of Skaven. How do they? Well, okay. Because they can ambush very easily.
My reputation precedes me. For now, yes.
There you go, just building up. That could be a bit of a pain to fight, to be fair, but
Against the code.
The Sea Father tasks me to destroy you.
Enchantress.
you can start heading down.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
No, route marcher first.
Lord.
I'm going to avoid recruit building too much up there unless I absolutely need to. Okay. So we're advancing on Margarita. And then we'll move on to Toborrow, and then it's going to be the Siege of Skavenblight. Come on, elves, help. Oh, thank God they turned around. They'll take attrition in there. Sounds tough. Against my high tier armies, I'm not particularly bothered by them because we would the vampire pirates.
What brings you down
we'll
from
just
your
ride them
mountain
down.
halls,
But
dwarf?
yes, you can have a non-aggression pact. Can we actually get a trade agreement as well? Yes. Which means they've got a coastline somewhere. Oh, whoops, we really should have paid attention to what Clan Scar were doing. I wonder what's here.
Bretonnians!
Oh, look!
Attack!
Yeah!
Cleanse our land!
That is a horrible Skaven settlement, guys.
For glory!
We serve,
I'm gonna build some siege equipment for here. I only need a couple. This is gonna be horrible.
I
I
shall
also want to
prevail.
bring up my other army, to be fair.
Your will guides me.
God damn it, I keep saying I'm saving for this, then forgetting, so I'm not spending any money this time, and I'm getting that. Have I?
Lord of Bretonnia. The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
See, for a while I could
suppose
actually
so.
confederate them, which is a little annoying that it's gone.
I never fail.
Ah, boo. People do seem to be liking me much more now.
Greetings, lords. I hope the lakes of Bretonnia run clear this day.
Very well.
That would have helped our income a little bit and mean we're a bit more friendly with people around the world. So, you're getting a reasonable amount from trade. So we're going to bring our other army in before we start this siege. Because that's actually a bit of a tougher siege than I thought. We may have to replenish for a while afterwards, but we should be able to win it. More worried about other Skaven armies coming in and ambushing us, and then us having to fight two armies at once, because Skaven can do that. Because they're horrible. I'm also still a bit worried about them jumping over the mountains and getting behind me, but we've got better walls now, so we should be able to deal with that if it happens, at least for a reasonable amount of time. We may lose some territory if that happens, but we'd be able to get it back quickly enough. Right. The Wood Elves really need to attack them. If they let them just wander through their territory into mine, that could be Qutee, I believe is the right word. Pain in the butt. I'm going to move him down to Quenelles and start building a bit of cav just in case. No, they hindered my replenishment. How will I possibly cope?
Traveling the land.
Yes, you are apparently lazy.
Fate is my armor. Striking out. Protector of the realm.
I forgot to change his stance. Oh well, never mind. Not a huge amount to do at the moment. I would be very surprised if the Skaven aren't mustering forces to send against me, because they're not stupid. That said, they are also fighting other wars in other places, but to be fair, not that many. If I was them, I would potentially not, against another human player, I would potentially not go for there. I'd potentially jump over and just invade my territory. That said, it's also a fairly major settlement for them I'm on. Oh, they've gone into ambush stance in there. Yesh may stop being lazy and he may come out and go for Karak Bufdar. Oh wow, they managed to wound me. Or wound one of my paladins.
Smite them!
God damn it.
Do you seek the lady? My journey continues.
Ride to glory!
Do a cheeky save. To battle, guys. I don't want to be hanging around too long. As I said, we may need to do a bit of rejigging afterwards. This is not going to be the most fun battle ever. But we're going to put our infantry onto the walls to engage them while our cavalry smashes through those gates. We need to counter trebuchet their trebuchets, really. My cavalry's just going to go hammer on the gates themselves. This could be a bit of a grotty battle, to be fair. I need to be careful. Ooh, actually, we may be able to get behind and take out their... Yes.
King Louis Leoncoeur! Battle ready!
Oh, I thought...
Squires!
Oops, I thought we'd have more ready than that. Derp.
Questing knights! What do you bid? Questing knights! Who, men? For the lady! By the lady!
We're gonna move behind and try and take those catapults out fast. He's gonna try and batter that gate down quickly.
Peasant bowmen! Draw! Loose!
Men of Bretonnia!
Bowmen!
Good God.
What do you bid?
I may not actually get to the walls.
For our lady!
Sorceress!
Squares!
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Tis done! Orders, my lord! Arrows ready!
God damn.
Questing knights!
They don't usually do that much damage.
Withdraw! Squires! Decline! We obey!
Sorry, I need to pause this to rejig everything and get this sorted because things are not going to plan just at the moment. You guys can move on to the next one. We can all push up that side. And all of the other guys can just be brought up. Okay. Right, these guys can actually start knocking a hole in the wall here. You guys can just attack that, finish that gate off now. And you guys can just walk up here.
Slay them!
Break that unit completely, but I don't want to get engaged by those storm vermin. That said, I want to take out that warlock engineer if I get the chance.
At once!
Let's get slam into those Skaven slingers on the wall quickly.
Smite them! We are ready! The lady wills it! Questing knights! Tie them down!
You guys need to be hitting that bit of wall. Yeah, you guys should all be hitting there.
Ready for battle! Attack!
Off the walls. They're there now.
Hastily!
Don't want to get engaged by those halberds. Oh wow, why is my graphics going slow? I'm not on mass settings at the moment. Something is causing this to suffer more than normal.
Ready! Questing knights!
These guys are taking a beating.
Bowmen!
Things are not going well for us here, guys, actually.
Shields! Aye! For the king! For the lady! Arms and ready!
Let's drop a bit of support in here.
King Llewellyn Leocan! The lady protects me!
Debuff as we land. Thankfully, we've kept that Warlock Engineer off us relatively well.
Glory to Bretonnia! Heroes of Bretonnia!
Oh, break the goddamn gate. Oh wow, half my guys have got stuck on the wrong side. That's the problem. I hate it when that happens.
Trample them! Yes!
Charge those plague monks. Let's throw a couple of buffs out up here. Sorry, I'm being bad with my magic. I've lost my other hero, haven't I? Yes.
The frail reliquary!
You can move up here to provide buffs.
Knights of Bretonnia!
Oh.
Bretonnia!
Get him. We do not want to be being hit by them.
Legendary paladin! For Ilgard!
We're through now, at least, en masse.
Glory! For the king! We are ready! Remember your vows!
To charge my cavalry straight through. He did as much damage to his own guys there, and let's obliterate Toxide as fast as we can to stop those hits. We're breaking their walls now.
Peasant bowman! Come on,
I
lads!
think he did just break his own guys. This has not been a good battle, guys, actually, for us. We've taken much more damage than I should have. I'm a bit confused by what actually did the damage to these. He must have got a warp lightning off on them I didn't see. And we've cracked them though, finally. That was brutal though. Yeah, I'd say that. I wouldn't say it was close, but it was definitely a lot more brutal than I wanted. Oops. But I wasn't using her magic anyway. We are going to have to dig in for a turn or two now just to rebuild before we push on. But that will be the hardest settlement to take here. Obviously, the hardest settlement for us to take is going to be Scathe and Blight, because Scathe and Blight is their capital. But that was a tough old battle. Some of my Grail Knights actually took a reasonable amount of damage there. Not happy with that battle at all. I clustered too much. I let him get Warp Lightnings off, and that was my problem. I suspect that's where these guys took their damage. Fortunately, we only seem to have managed to lose one unit.
Shall it consume last leader?
Ooh.
You seek the lady?
Not that it really matters there, but she is going to go back defensively long run if we were to continue playing this. again, I've lost all of his melee abilities, guys. It must be the new patch, which is rather bad, which is why he didn't do quite so well last time. It's a little annoying.
My reputation
Still a
precedes me.
bit concerned by the vampire pirates back there, but we'll see what they do. Now, what we don't want to happen is for Skaven to crack the walls of Magritta, which they can do very easily, and send up another force, because we would be hard pressed to hold. She wouldn't be that hard pressed, because my Cav could wield very well out of the walls, and actually we'd hold in places and we'd sally forth in others to get around into their rear, which would potentially help us. The Empire does appear to be fighting back. It's still reasonably powerful, so... In fact, it's much more powerful than the Von Carsteins, which is odd, because the Von Carsteins are happily holding Empire territory, but I suspect the Empire is on war on a few fronts. Which is always a danger.
By the light of the lady.
Wow, that critical failure appears to have been such a critical failure that it's crashed my game. Wow. So yes, I guess we're going to be leaving it here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You can see my face for a minute while we're doing this then. As always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments section, or jump over to my Discord. Hopefully the Skaven haven't infected my PC so much that I can't load that game again. We'll just have to load the last auto and go through and not take that action, I think. So thank you very much for your time, guys.